I've only ever been in love once. It was with a girl I met when I was 18, but I was too young and naive to handle it properly. And I guess I still carry a torch for her, which makes me an incurable romantic or underdeveloped emotionally. I'm a loyal friend. I like girls with nice smiles. Nice smiles. Well, the psych profile says so. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like horoscopes never wrong. I am going to decorate an apartment. Okay. Love you.
All right. Love you.
I love complicated men. So, what is on the menu? A talker. Well, I can look at both. So, what made you pick me? You like your girls a little gothic. Snow White evokes something a little dark. It is shorthand for asphyxiation or sleep fantasy. You know, I have a kinky side. Don't you? What do you do, Prince Charming? Short for work? You have serious eyes, but I see something a little wild inside. Oh, no one is listening. Tell me. Really? Well, how do I know you are telling the truth? Men are always honest with sex workers, even in real life. They save their lives for the people that matter, their wives, their bosses. You are married. There are other things we can talk about that you wouldn't say to your wife. Your session is almost over and we haven't even fooled around yet. You like to fool around? Okay, you are the boss. Will you come back some other time? I like you. Goodbye, my prince.
To my honey, I'll croon love's tune. Honeymoon keeps it shining in June. Your silvery beams will bring love's dreams. We'll be cuddling soon by the silvery moon. Funny. I only sing when I'm in the dark or in the bath. All right. Maybe. I sent you the date. The Bureau was very insistent that we were a strong family unit. You'd think they'd want to make some effort to keep things that way. We should frame that report with our diplomas. We're both great at taking tests. I gotta go.
We used to date back in California, but that's ancient history now. You must be Ava.
You know who I am, but are you Alva's mom?
No, no. the maternal type.
Who's Albert? David.
Karen, this is not okay.
Sorry, honey. I was in town and I wanted to call in on you. I saw your van out, but I didn't realize you'd have company.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this outside.
I called first, but you know, I like surprises.
That was odd. Did he tell me someone was coming?
Things never mentioned to Karen.
Well, you know what? Her timing was good, because I'm pretty sure David was about to tell us we're all terrible activists. Yeah.
He hasn't been able to stop talking about the bridge since he came back from Convergence.
Yeah, things got pretty intense.
I'm so sorry, Karen. She's been stalking you on Facebook since I got here, and she's in town, I guess, for a conference or something. So, is it okay if we just table this for another time? We'll talk later. Is that okay? Just talk, okay?
Yes, of course. Awesome. Sure. Sorry.
So tell me about Karen.
Every night after they go on a date, the handsome FBI agent sits outside in his car and watches over her while she sleeps. It's very romantic. David doesn't know that Emma knows this, and she doesn't tell him. But you know, it does help her sleep at night. She feels safe. So, one night, after they go out for ice cream, Paul calls, says he wants to come over. And Emma tells him to come, thinking that David will scare Paul off, and that will be that. But when Paul turns up, David waits in the car. And when Emma goes to answer the door, Paul pushes his way in. He argues with her and he cries and he rants and he raves. And Emma gives him a hug because she's a nurse, and that's what nurses do when men cry. And that's when David gets out of his car and comes into the apartment with his pistol drawn. And when he opens the door and he sees Paul and Emma, he doesn't look handsome anymore. He looks angry. Paul steps back and he looks scared. And Emma looks scared too. And David fires his pistol and he shoots Paul in the lung. It takes Paul about 10 minutes to die. Emma could have helped stop the bleeding and maybe he could have lived, but David tells her not to. It was unlikely that Paul would have made it. And sometimes David points out it's better just to let the bad guys die. After watching a guy bleed out together, they get married. That helps make things make sense. Even so, Emma is sure that she'll be scared of David forever and ever. You waited because you wanted to save me. You wanted to be a fucking knight in shining armor. You look so small on the screen. I love you, David. But I'm not scared of you anymore. Goodbye.
I love. But then running away from the cop and totaling my parents' truck, it was pretty bad. My father, who was a cop in his own right, he did everything he could to try to get me out of jail, but he never spoke about it, actually. And then I left about a week after that. And everybody had all these expectations of me going into the force because everyone in my family's a cop. But it was actually the court-appointed therapist. She said that that DUI was my way of ruling out a career in law enforcement. So, you don't think I look like a cop? Okay. So what is it you think I'd do? Maybe, kinda. No. 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 Come on. What? You think I'm like a gigolo or something? No. No, I was a movie producer. I had a nice boat. I did.
No, no. These were all like straight to DVD knockoffs. You know, we get people to invest in them so they can meet the actresses, you know, do a walk on, write it off on their taxes at the end of the year. We sold essentially a dream. Well, yeah, because there's only so much time you can spend in that world before you go crazy. Yeah. And uh, a friend of mine died last year. Um, it was an overdose. It was an accident. It was stupid. So I just needed some perspective, and I don't want to become a cop. But my father, I mean, he stood for something. You know? Does that sound scuzzy? No? I'd like to be a real person. What about you? Your family? Was your mom like a singer or something? No? Oh, okay. I was thinking, you know, you, but older, kind of a grungy hippie look. I feel like I can trust you. Can I? A cop. Okay. So what is it you think I'd do? Maybe. Kinda. No. 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 Come on. What? You think I'm... And I don't want to become a cop.
You tried to get away from a cop? Hmm.
fever. Oh, I'm on fire. Fever, yeah, I'm burning forsooth. Captain Smith and Pocahontas, well, you know they had a very, very mad affair. When her daddy tried to kill him, she said, oh, daddy, no, don't you dare.
A little, small, strange man appears, okay? And he asks her if she has any wishes, and she says she wishes to turn the straw into gold, right? And so the imp says he can do such a thing, but first she must give him her necklace. So the girl gives up her necklace, of course, and the imp, he sits at this spinning wheel, and he starts to spin, and he spins, and he spins, and he spins, and he produces this pile of golden thread. And then there's this knock at the door, right? Because it's morning, and he just disappears, and the king comes in, and there's this small pile of gold, and he is amazed. The king is so amazed, but he's suspicious because he thinks this might be a fluke, you know what I mean? So he moves her to a second tower with an even bigger pile of straw. And again, same challenge. Spin the straw into gold by morning, or off with your head. So the girl waits and waits all night long, and then again, just before dawn, that little imp appears, okay? And this time he demands her ring. So she, of course, she gives him a ring, and he spins the gold into straw, and then he disappears, and the king comes in, and there's this pile of gold, and the king is almost convinced, but for a final time, he throws her in a third tower with a huge pile of straw, and he says, you gotta turn this straw into gold, and he leaves. And yet again, just before dawn, that imp appears. But the girl, she doesn't have any jewelry left, right? So what's she gonna do? And the imp says, if you give me your firstborn child, I'll turn this straw into gold. And the girl, she's so terrified that she says, yes, of course, of course. And the imp, he spins the entire huge pile of straw into gold. And right before the king walks in, he disappears, and the king opens up the door, and he's so excited, he can't believe it. And he says, truly, you are magical, he says. That's his voice. And then the very next day, the girl, she's married to the prince, right? And despite all the weirdness of this marriage, they actually really like each other. In fact, they fall in love. And 2 years later, that little girl, now a princess, is pregnant. Okay. Thank you for that. Now, in the summer, she gives birth to this beautiful baby daughter. Okay, but her happiness about this new little girl, it's short-lived, because guess who comes back? The imp. The imp reappears, and he says, I've come to collect my reward, he says. And the baby is mine. And the princess, she sobs, and she offers him like all the riches in the kingdom. But he insists. He says, I want that baby. And she begs him, please, to. And finally, the imp says, okay. If you can guess my name within 3 days, you can keep the baby. But if not, the baby is mine, as we agreed. And he leaves, and the princess, she is distraught. I mean, she immediately sends all of her staff and her servants out into the kingdom to figure out this little imp's name. But by midnight of that first day, no one's been able to track down anything, or the creature, or his name. And the imp, he appears, and he asks her, what is my name? And she guesses, is it David? And he laughs. He says, no, 2 more guesses. And he leaves. And the next day, nothing. Nobody comes back with any information. And he arrives again at midnight. And she guesses this time. No, it's not. He says, no. Laughs the imp, okay? He says no, and he leaves. It's not Stephen. And the next day, the princess is so upset because she doesn't know what to do. She only has one more guess, one more day. And so she leaves the baby with her servants and she just walks into the forest because she's so worried she's gonna lose her baby. And she wanders and wanders all day, and into the evening, she wanders, and suddenly she comes on a small clearing, okay, in a little field. And in that little field is a little tent, and in the center of it, there is a little small fire, and she hides. She hides behind a bush. And out of the tent, to her amazement, out comes the imp. And he's dancing around the fire, right? And he sings, today, plans I make. Tonight, the baby I take. The princess will never win the game, for Rumpelstiltskin is my name. And smiling to herself, the princess runs back to the castle because she heard his name. And that evening, the imp arrives, right? And he's kind of gloating, and he asks her his name. And the princess kind of looks sad, she's kind of pretending to be sad, and she gnashes her teeth a little bit. But then she looks him in the eye and she says, your name's Rumpelstiltskin. And the imp, his eyes bulge, and it looks like he's gonna burst, and his head goes, red. He shakes it like he's gonna explode, and all of a sudden it's, oh, do you think he should? Okay, well, then Rumpelstiltskin ran away and he never came back. And the princess became queen, and her daughter grew up to be a wonderful queen in her own right, and everyone lived happily ever after. Yeah? Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know, maybe he was lonely. It's just a story. You do? I guess. Now that you mention it, most of the people in the story were bad. You would? Okay. Well, honey, I have to go out, I'm afraid, so. But yeah, you got your glowworm, right? Oh, I love that name. That's a great name. All right, come here. Give me a kiss, real quick. Mwah. Love you, kid. Night, night.
How pathetic and lonely and strange my clients are. I only do this so I don't have to go to school and become a medical transcriptionist. So every day I log on here and hang out with you assholes when I could be doing anything else. And I massage your egos and let you jerk off. And sometimes I shake you down because, well, you know what? Fuck you. Melissa isn't my real name. But I know yours is David. When a man shares cam, I always record it as a safety precaution, and sometimes a big earner if they deserve blackmail. Bank managers really don't want their wives to see their perverted emails. I have all your sessions saved on a hard drive under Federal Agent David. You ever cam with me again, I will send them to your bosses. I will sell them to whatever newspaper pays the most. I think we're done here.
And that is when a strange man appears. And he asks her if she has a wish. And she says, I wish,
Why lie? I don't know you. You don't know me. Chem Talk takes care of the transaction. Everything's anonymous. Right? We can be honest with each other here. It's totally different than in real life. And I have a boss. Well, I'd like to talk. If I want to fool around, I'll let you know. Sure.
They save their lives for the people that matter, their wives, their bosses. You are married. You know, there are other things we can talk about that you wouldn't say to your wife.
I know it was a lie.
Sure. Sure can. But you better behave yourself. I banned you. You gotta be kidding me. Is something real here? You really don't understand. David, none of this is real. Okay. This isn't a bedroom. These are the sounds of New York City. Welcome to Cleveland, David. The suburbs. I'm from Ohio. I've always lived in Ohio. I used to work in real estate. I own 2 apartments, both underwater, and the mortgages kill me. My husband is a loading dock supervisor, and he doesn't mind what I do as long as I tell him how pathetic and lonely and strange my clients are. I only do this so I don't have to go to school and become a medical transcriptionist. So every day I log on here and
She was watching TV in the living room. She'd forgotten about Alba. Alba was okay, and she was in the bathtub playing with her toys. The water was cold, and she was a prune. but I don't think she picked up on how bad it was. No, I am. I get it. David, there's things about my mom I can't ignore anymore. And when she walked in the bathroom and realized what she'd done, she just started crying. Then Albus started crying. It was, it was a lot. Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't have left us alone. Are we having a fight? We never fight. Because you always give me that look you're giving me now, and I know better than to open my mouth. No.
Barry set up the TV so we can see you on the big screen.
Hi, Ava. How's the freezing north?
Oh! Oh. Call me Mom. Oh, Florida is a paradise. Did Ava tell you that we moved out here for my husband's lungs? It has been a lifesaver. We wanted Ava to come out here with us, but she moved to Ann Arbor instead.
Detroit was a boom town in my day. You two are just too young to know about it.
Oh, honey, I miss you so much. How are the lessons going?
Those singing lessons are so expensive. It's criminal.
You know, Detroit just got too dangerous for me, David. I had to move out of there. You know, it's not the neighborhood either. It's the police. Yeah, I was getting stopped every week. But I guess you don't have to worry about that.
Hollywood! Yeah, Barry and I took a vacation a few years back.
Awfully dirty.
Yeah, I have to admit, we prefer our Disney in Florida. Well, it's awfully nice to meet you, David. What do you do for work, young man?
Oh.
Well, hopefully you work on more than a boat. Ava needs the right man to help her settle down.
Well, you are making my girl smile, so that's all that matters. You know she's going to be famous one day. Don't be bashful. You have a beautiful voice. Oh. Okay. Sweetheart, I love you so much. And it's so good to see you so happy. Yeah. I love you. Nice meeting you.
I remember watching that trial on TV. When you poured that glass of water over that CEO's head, that was a big deal.
The theatrics play well on the news.
Well, we're looking for a little more than theatrics. We are looking to do real damage to Boston.
Sure, but how long do you think you can hold the bridge?
Well,
half the cops now are ex-forces. They treat this stuff like it's Fallujah. You ever done anything like this before? How serious are you?
Okay, Reed,
I said I vouched for the guy, and I meant it.
Yeah, and I do too.
Sure you do, sweetie. I could tell by that look in your eye.
Okay, Rhea, it's just...
I'm gonna go get some fresh air.
Sure you're not putting on a show to impress the pretty young activist?
David.
Yeah, just give me a second.
He's a good guy.
Hey, how long have you known him?
Long enough.
I know what she sees in him, but you?
Look, he's serious, he's loyal, and he's not afraid of action. Honestly, sometimes it kind of scares me. He nearly killed Peter.
I hate Peter.
Okay, well there you go.
All right, so you're gonna help us in that.
I'll take you to meet the others at Convergence.
Fantastic.
They'll hear you out. But let's talk about the details outside. Close spaces now. Nancy.
Yeah.
David. Such weather.
Hey.
Hey.
I'll keep out of your hair.
Ava Martin, things are fully operational? She has a nice smile. Why would you want that record if the original is the best? Great. You sound like an expert. Why'd you tell me the vegan cookies were stale? Okay, well, you can leave the colorful details out of your report.
Hey, Ava. Hey, so look, well, here, take a look. This is some of my vinyl, because, well, I think I have a problem. But anyway, yeah, this is the one I was talking about. Yeah, it's their bootleg copy of their Warsaw songs before they changed their name. Well, yeah, I mean, it's got a stain on it, but I got it at a good price. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, you think I'm stalking you, don't you? Why? Because, what, we met twice in the same week in the same city? I mean, come on, stranger things have happened, Ava. I mean, I might go out for food. We might bump into each other then. I mean, I like Chinese food. Well, see, now there's an even better chance that we're going to bump into each other. Right? You know what? Now that I think about it, I think you might be stalking me. Yeah. And look, here I am giving you a viewing of my apartment. Yeah? What? That's because I just moved in. Yeah. And now I feel less self-conscious. Thank you. Yeah. What are you doing? Why? Because you gotta count the register? Okay, well, take me with you. No, I'm being serious. Come on, take me with you, point me at the ghosts, I'll scare them off. It's all good. Need those. Okay, here we go. Above the silver moon. You have a beautiful voice. No, I'm serious. Oh, well then you gotta call me next time you're in the dark. What? Okay, I'll take maybe. Maybe's good. You are not Ava. Nah, I don't buy it. You used to be in a band and your dreams to be a singer, so come on. Okay, I won't look. Come on. Ayo! Ayo, ayo! Dee-do-dee-do-dee-do-dee! It hurt. It hurt good. You are majestic. You are a majestic queen, and I want a real song now. Well, you'd sell more records with that on, no? Well, I got a like black suit or something. Maybe I can be a blues brother or something. The beard ruins these ideas. So. No. You wouldn't like me without a beard. Who's that? I love him. Okay. Wait, aren't these like all bad guys? What am I gonna be? What am I gonna be?
Ava, you're about to say something?
No. I know you're friends with Eric. His heart is in the right place. He's just hot-headed.
Okay, but maybe Eric is onto something, though. I mean, They're Nazis, right? So decent people have to stand up to them. What?
Does standing up involve throwing punches?
Yeah, maybe it does.
This is a law enforcement issue.
Okay, they have permits. The police are protected.
That's right, and that's exactly why someone needs to step up and do what the police should do, right? Because I'm sorry, all due respect, John, you're not going to stop these guys with a Facebook campaign.
As a group, we abide by nonviolence.
That's fine, and all I'm saying is I'm interested in putting my privileged white male able body where it can do some work, right? Because I heard what it was like in Ann Arbor in the 60s, and you were there, John. Look, we have to oppose the rally. We have to oppose the rally.
David, we can't advocate for people putting themselves in harm's way.
Okay, fine. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to have to excuse myself.
It's fine, David. We'll talk another time.
Hey, you didn't have to leave.
That's okay, I wanted to.
Ava? Who's there? Willie who? What? Where are you? What? Wow.
Pookie! Hold on one second, I come down and let you in.
I gotta do something to break up the monotony. Now, I'm bored as hell. Don't take it personal, old Marvin. I'm just a restless guy. That's why I travel around so much. Like I told you. You know, I guess I get it from my daddy. He was a traveling salesman. He sold hairbrushes in Kentucky. Oh, he raised hogs and then he sold hairbrushes. You can't say you never pulled anybody's leg before. Station bell rings, horn honks. I'll get it. Can I help you, ma'am? Unleaded, all right. Damn. Hey, is that WJBL on the radio? That's what it is, all right. That's the 60s station. I'll listen to that all day. You know what they say about the 60s, don't you? If you can remember them, you wasn't there. Ha 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 ha. You want me to check under the hood, ma'am? Oh, you come to Detroit and you rent a Beamer? That's like going to Germany and eating Jimmy Dean sausages. Oh, in Tennessee, I never saw cars like this. I was 22 before I knew foreigners made cars. Yes, ma'am, I'm a Southern boy. I'm Billy Ray, named after the scoundrels. My mama thought it might have been my daddy. Oh, he's Southern, okay. All right. Is that cash or card, ma'am? Ma'am? Beg your pardon? Will MasterCard do? All right, that's the one. That'd be just fine. I do? No. I never went to Mexico. I didn't mean to. Well, I don't know what to tell you, ma'am. You want to sign that? He was good looking. Well, you have a nice day then. Ma'am? A tattoo? No. No, I don't have a tattoo. Uh-oh, here it comes. Hope nobody's looking. There, satisfied? Oh boy. Now, I got some shrapnel there. I took that in Vietnam. It's all down my right side. Meaning what? He was very much against killing. Sorry. Sorry, ma'am. What do you mean? Of course it is. They're like meant for each other. What? Come on, I'm trying. I'm doing an Australian, playing an American, putting on a Southern accent. There's a lot of layers here. Are you saying that you're recasting me? Wait till you hear from my agent. But you are attracted to me? Thanks. Bark like a dog. All right, stop barking. Sing a song. Stop singing. Take your top off. No, stop. What's your real name? Where do you live? You lying to me? Do you like talking to me?
What do you really think about me? What? Hmm. It's Melissa? Melissa? Okay. When I snap my fingers, wake up. I want some tofu dogs.
Man, I miss steak so much.
Go get one right now.
I'm method. I can't break character like that. Plus, they can smell it on you. That girl of yours, Evie, she tasted.
Nig's Avery.
One hell of a work of the job.
Get off my book.
So sweet. You guys do the thing.
Daddy's cooking tofu dogs and I hate them. I want real sausages! And the other children are older than me. They keep telling me what to do. Sure. Here's Daddy.
Oh, okay. Thank you, honey. You wait. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. You're not keeping any of it, or? Okay. Alba's enjoying the barbecue and everyone's here. Oh, here, hold on. Hey, everyone, say hi to Emma. Hi, Emma. Look at that. Oh, the weather was so nice, okay, and she's my kid, too. open to a random pitch. All right. Let's see. Right. Here we go. They brought us parrots and cotton thread and bartered them for glass beads and little bells. They do not bear weapons, nor do they know them, for I showed them swords, and they took them by the edge and cut themselves through ignorance. They have no metal at all. Their spears are wooden with a fish's tooth at the end, and their bodies are well made with handsome faces. They are the color of the people of the Canaries, neither black nor white. They would be good servants. With 50 men, you could keep them all subjugated and make them do whatever you like. True history of America. Yeah, well, you know, I'm still making my way through that one, so sorry. All right. Wait, whoa, wait a minute. You said take the top book off the pile. What's wrong with that one? Why not? You write and you sing. I mean, that's impressive. Wait, I thought you said you didn't like to sing in front of people. Why wouldn't you tell me that you're in a rock band? I mean, that's kind of cool. Okay. No. Damn, Hollywood was intense back then, huh? You know, I've played this game before, but the rules were like whatever passage you read meant how good you were in bed or something. Oh, oh, I see. Mhm. Yeah, I'm also, you know, I don't know, rebooting, you know, and I'm not in any hurry to do or say whatever, you know. It's unfortunate that I ran into you, you know, the first week I got here, because I'm still finding my feet. I mean, not, I'm glad that I did. You know. Good night.
Turn to a random page, and I'll do it too. And what you read tells you what kind of a person you are. Yeah, it's a silly game, but, well, this is awkward, so I'm breaking the ice. Just do it, and then I'll stop being awkward. Yeah, Yes. Mm-hmm. Columbus was a motherfucker. Okay, my turn. Oh, I'm not reading that. Well, it's not a proper book. It's where I write my lyrics. For my eyes only. Yeah, I used to sing in a band. I don't. Anyway, I got out of the habit. All right, moving on. You get Memories of a Golden Age. My next break was starring alongside Jack Weissna in the popular Hercules serial. I played a mermaid who falls in love with the hero against her father's wishes. Swimming together on screen, we were the perfect couple, but the reality was a Hollywood nightmare. The water in the studio tanks was freezing and gave us all cramps. Then there was, Jack. Jack didn't act the part of Hercules. He believed he was Hercules. All the women on Earth, mere mortals created by the gods for his pleasure. After the show, he summoned me to his dressing room. Inside, he was stood, naked, posed like a classical sculpture, a shockingly well-endowed one. I ran, and Hercules and his and his club chased me down the corridor like something. Okay, that's an old library book. It falls at that part. So. I like reading about how people got famous. Yeah, I mean, that's the idea, but I didn't want to embarrass you. Just being ladylike. I had fun tonight. And listen, I don't want you to think that my Cinderella act, I'm in a place where I'm not really rushing anything like that right now. Me too. Ugh. I think I've made this awkward. Yeah. Good night.
I mean, I might go out for food. We might bump into each other then. I mean, I like Chinese food. Well, see, now there's an even better chance that we're gonna bump into each other. Right? You know what? Now that I think about it, I think you might be stalking me. Yeah, and look, here I am giving you a viewing of my apartment. Yeah? What? That's because I just moved in. Yeah. And now I feel less self-conscious, thank you. Yeah. What are you doing? Why? Because you gotta count the register?
Okay, well, take me with you. No, I'm being serious. Come on, take me with you. Point me at the ghosts. I'll scare them off. It's all good. Need those. Oh, okay, here we go. Above the silvery moon. You have a beautiful voice. No, I'm serious. Oh, well then you gotta call me next time you're in the dark. What? Okay, I'll take maybe. Maybe's good.
Mayonnaise is my favorite food. Oh. Hey, and your apartment is great. It's very clean and empty. Wait, this is weird. Where are your hands? Please keep your hands in view at all times. There we go. I'm just about to lock up. I hate this bit. No, I don't mind that. I don't like the dark. It's creepy when it's just me. Ha. Okay. Okay. Got my keys. All right. 1, 2, 3. And when I turn this last one off, it goes completely dark. Okay. By the light of the silvery moon, I want to spoon to my honey, I'll croon love's tune. Honeymoon keeps it shining in June. Your silvery beams will bring love's dreams. We'll be cuddling soon by the silvery moon. Funny. I only sing when I'm in the dark or in the bath. All right. Maybe.
I had the Chinese food every single day this week and no luck.
Oh, Yeah, I thought you would have come by the store to check up on your order.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's gonna take a little while. I had to order it from England just to get the perfect copy.
Wow, extra authentic. Would you give me some coffee?
Yeah.
Did you know Pop, he recorded that in London?
And then your namesake mixed it here in LA, so that's been across the pond twice now?
You are an expert. You want some milk?
No thanks. Actually, I looked it up when I ordered it for you.
Oh, I see. You didn't want me to out-trivia.
No. Well, why didn't you just order it off the internet?
It's more fashion. You gotta support your local record store. They turn into Starbucks.
Wait, who do you think supplies the coffee here? It's a community gesture.
Wait, if I were to, just dunk, would that mean I sold out?
You like to dunk your cookies? Would you like to get a drink somewhere?
Like right now?
No, I mean sometime.
Like drink, or like we're gonna call Prosper and Investors boring?
I mean, sure, we could call some investors, but I was thinking more of a drink. There's this Old Man Bar, the Tavern. They have this jukebox built with Joni Mitchell albums.
Yeah, sold.
Cool. Yeah, I'll call you. I have your number.
All right.
I gotta catch Sean. So.
Go to.
Bye.
Bye.
Together to celebrate and to give thanks for food and family. But this holiday also erases the genocide in our history, the theft of the land and its resources that was the foundation of America.
This theft continues today. The government acts in favor of corporations and allows them to brutalize the land, water, and people. All for what? To sell more fossil fuels? For corporate profits. This pipeline will pollute the water and bring illness and death.
So we encourage all of you to protest peacefully to block further pipeline development and to protect the land for future generations. Water is life. Say no to the sovereign pipeline. Whoa, whoa.
And they gave the bear some water, and they gave him food, and they lit a really nice big warm fire in the fireplace that was in the room, and they even let the bear sleep in their bed, okay? But the next day, the bear was gone. And so, you do? Okay, me too. All right, so later in the summer, the girls were sent into the woods to collect some berries. And in a clearing, they saw a small old man with a long white beard that was stuck in a tree trunk. His beard was stuck in the tree trunk. And he yelled to the girls, "Please come help me, pull me free, help me, help me." And the girls, they tried to help him and they tugged at his beard, but they couldn't pull him free, try as they might. And as a last resort, though, they took out the knives they had and they cut the old man's white beard off, setting him free. But the ungrateful man is so furious at him because they cut his beard off, and he yells at him and he runs off into the woods. Mean old man. And then, a week later, they're in the forest again. This time they're collecting water. And as they're filling their pail at the river, they hear again the old man scream. He's stuck on a rock in the middle of the river. And he's surrounded by rapids, you know, he's just trapped in the river. And he yells at him, "Help me, help me." And so they think quick, and they make a rope from their sashes out of their dresses, and then they throw it to the man, and when he grabs it, they pull him to the shore to safety. But the old man yells at him again because he's furious they got his clothes wet, and he screams at him and runs off into the woods. And then another week passes, and the girls are in the woods collecting firewood this time, and all of a sudden, they're surprised because that old man jumps out of the bush again. And he's screaming, "Help, help." He says, "This bear, he's trying to kill me. This bear's trying to kill me." And out of the woods steps a bear, a big, huge bear. And he towers over the old man. And the old man, he points at the two girls and he says, "Kill them instead," he pleads. But the bear ignores the old man. And with one swipe of the bear's big paw, he kills him. And the very second the old man dies, the bear is transformed into a handsome prince. And the prince explains that the old man cast a spell on him a year ago after stealing his treasure, and with the dwarf dead, the spell is broken, and soon after, Snow White marries the prince, and Rose Red marries his brother, and everyone lives happily ever after. I was watching her sleep. You okay? Yeah, Stephen. Yeah. Fuck, Emma. Yeah, well, I haven't been sleeping with anybody. Yeah, no, I am a special agent of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, okay? No, just stop it, Emma. Stop it. I protect people. I protect people.
You don't know Emma like I do. She's not as tough as she thinks she is. You are such a good husband. You need to be here. Your daughter needs to feel like a part of a family.
Okay, Mama, could you go check on Alba in the bathroom, please?
Sure. Bye, David.
God. No, you're not. And she's right. That's what's so infuriating. I got this. It's fine. You go catch some bad guys.
You got nothing to feel guilty about, Emma. Jesus. Yeah, and I don't think you're picking up on how bad it's gotten. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you shouldn't have left them alone. You want to keep fighting? Love you.
Hey, Emma, can I talk to you for just a second? Alone? Yeah?
Hey, look, I got bad news. Okay, I can't make Thanksgiving. I know you did, hon. I know. No, we're showing solidarity with protesters, and you know these kids. They're not the kind to want to hang out with their families on the holidays. If it's any consolation, I'm gonna be eating tofu instead of turkey. Okay. Hey, Emma, don't.
Well, you know they had a